This is Cook and Cassius for iFILM London. We're in the media room here at the MGM Grand ahead of Mayweather and Guerrero. Right now we've got the press conference for Paulie Malignaggi and Adrian Broner. With me, I've got ELIE SECKBACH. What's happening, ELIE? You cool?
First of all, a shout out to everyone in England. I'm doing the interview right now. Cook and Cassius, if you could turn on around the camera, the #1 guy in England when it comes to boxing videos. You know, forget that. #1 guy in Europe. #1 guy everywhere except in North Hollywood, California, where I'm from. But he is the best when it comes to boxing interviews, and he has a rapport with fighters like few people have. But one thing I gotta show, we're here at the press room, and the first thing you have to say, there's breakfast, and look at the reporters going for the food. Right, you gotta show them that part right there. Over there, there's a big press conference this morning. BRONER Malignaggi. The last time these two fighters met in New York, it was fireworks. They went nose to nose. They didn't exchange blows, but they exchanged verbal jabs, and pretty deep ones, talking about the same girl they both know, and a lot of things of that nature. As you can see, the set is staged. So let me ask you, what is the atmosphere like in here? It's buzzing right now.
Yeah, it's been buzzing all week. It's been packed. It's been getting busier as the week has been going on. So we obviously have been leaving here at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. I think you stayed here till what? What time did you leave this morning?
1:30. But you left at like 2 the day before.
So it's about even.
People think it's so easy to do. It's fun, but you have to put in a lot of work. Like people say easy work, there's no easy work. It's a lot of work because shooting the videos, uploading, editing, posting on websites, and then in between, people talking to you, people, fans, just, it's crazy. Vegas never sleeps.
There's some people that obviously they come here and they're here, they're milling about. They're not. I don't really know what a lot of people are doing. I don't mean that in a disrespectful way, but you know.
Let me find out. Let me ask someone, what do they do out here? Hold on. Well, as is, the rows are empty. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm happy to be here with ELIE SECKBACH, who is, Cook and Cassius, who's the greatest British man I've ever met. And, of course, who doesn't know ELIE SECKBACH? You know, he's the man.
And what's going on here today?
Well, you know, other than the ELIE and Kush's party, I guess we got a fight, right? What is it, Mayweather and Guerrero? I think it's a big deal. I don't know.
And BRONER Malignaggi?
Oh, yeah, BRONER Malignaggi. That's going to be hot. ELIE, that's going to be hot.
I got to ask you one question real quick. This is the media room. What do most people in this room, what do they do? Most people over here.
We do reporting.
Absolutely. Reporting. It's a good answer. Hold on.
I was going to try and crash in your room instead of coming all.
What part of England are you from?
He's bloody Welsh.
Wales. I'm not English. I'm Welsh.
Oh, you gotta get closer. The mic doesn't reach all the way. We gotta bring you in here. Okay, so I'm here with Welsh, just like Joe Calzaghe.
Yep. Absolutely exact same as Calzaghe.
What time is it in England right now?
8 hours different. It is 20 to yeah. It's 20 to 7 in the evening.
Listen, if you
Yep.
call Joe right now, you're not waking him. He's okay with it.
Absolutely.
Last time I was with him and Bernard Hopkins, and it was midnight, and we called Calzaghe.
Oh, yeah.
Lost all track.
Could you please tell him you're bloody Welsh?
I'm bloody well.
Why do people get mad at me when I tell? Why do people get mad at me when I say you're from the UK? No,
It's like saying you're from Canada. It's like saying you're from Canada.
I could be, but I'm not.
Yeah, give him a geography lesson.
Yeah, explain it to everybody here in the United States.
What Wales is?
Yes.
Oh, no, I'm just say I'm from Cardiff, Wales, London, England. That's what everyone says over here. That's what they think.
Let me help you out.
Okay.
Right. So there's Great Britain, which is England, Scotland, Wales. And there's the United Kingdom, which is England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. And there's the British Isles, which also incorporates...
Why does everybody have a separate team for the Olympics?
No, they don't. It's Great Britain for the Olympics. But for Soccer World Cup, it's different teams.
I'm confused.
Yeah. Me too. But
Let me ask you this. BRONER Malignaggi, how big is this fight in England?
not at all. No. The only significance is because they know Malignaggi because he fought Ricky Hatton. And
Because he fought Gavin Rees last time. Yeah.
Malignaggi has no kind of reputation in
Boxing
England.
geek, if you know the fight, you really follow the sport. You know, I'm sure it'll be on Box Nation. People enjoy the fight. You know, they'll enjoy this as well. But
One thing I've noticed here in Vegas, lots and lots of fans from the UK. I'm not going to say Wales or London, but
Absolutely.
why are so many fans?
Brits love Vegas. There's strip clubs, there's women, there's lots of alcohol. and
Gambling as well.
Gambling too, and a lot of bachelor parties come over here for the weekend and coincided with it. And a lot of people who came out for Mayweather Ricky Hatton years ago and the Calzaghe fight loved it so much they keep coming back for big
You know
fights.
what's funny? You just described East London.
Well, that's true. I used to live in East London, so I live in California now. But it's yeah, you know what? You mean with the fighting, or you mean with the gambling and the gambling and the drinking? Well, that's true.
He knows he was there for the Olympics, wouldn't you?
I was there for the Olympics. I walked into a bar. I told him the story yesterday, and I was so impressed by all the boxing pictures and the history. And the bar owner comes up to you, if you're not gonna buy a drink, get the F out of my bar.
There you go. That's how it should be, right?
I was there 1 second.
It's like in Vegas. If you sit down at a gambling table, you're not going to put your money down. They tell you F off as well.
Mayweather Guerrero. Who are the people in England going for?
People at home, they like Mayweather. When Mayweather came over before he fought Marquez, the only time I remember, he came over and he actually did a press conference in London. I don't know if these guys remember it and were at it. It was terrific. It was like a 5-star hotel in London. Mayweather was on form. He brought his A game, very, very good and everything. And then he went to Peacock's gym, and it was literally like you would have thought it was, like you could see he was a superstar, because they turned out, you see a picture of him there, and there's just, the gym was packed, outside the gym was packed. It was...
Yeah, I think it's split, man. I think there's still a few people who want to see Mayweather get his head knocked off in the UK.
Amir Khan's going to be here. He's landing right now, so it's going to be interesting tonight to see if he fights Mayweather next.
Well, it is. I'm not sure he deserves to, though, right? Like, I mean...
If you go life and death with Antonio Diaz and then you get Floyd Mayweather...
My worry about Amir Khan is not that he's got a glass jaw, but he's got a glass face right now. He just doesn't have the ability to take a punch, unfortunately.
It's one of those, it could be interesting for 4 rounds, and once his speed slows down, and then Floyd just is school boxing lessons.
Last thing, your prediction for tonight, Mayweather Guerrero.
Yeah, Mayweather on points. Floyd doesn't fight anyone that can beat him. He'll beat him on points.
I agree. I think Floyd win on points. I do think there's a... When I saw him spar, he went to the body a lot, and I wonder, the only time we saw him hurt, Guerrero, was against Michael Caceres. I wonder if he's going to try and touch the body, and if he does that, if he has any success, I'm not saying he will stop him like that, but I could see that playing into it.
There you have it, right here at the Media Center. BRONER Malingnagggi coming up. Right now, it's not a big fight in England, but after this press conference, it will be. For ESNewsReporting.com, I'm MAYWEATHER back reporting.
Ellie, don't listen to what they're saying. BRONER Malingnagggi is huge.
I think it's huge. I think this is a fight that should be on pay-per-view. What you're going to see here today at the press conference will be fireworks. It's going to be one of the best press conferences we've ever seen. BRONER could talk. Malingnagggi could talk. They're both coming in with big entourages. I just saw outside of this press room some fighters telling me we came here. If things go down, we're jumping in. So it may be some very interesting stuff here today.
All right, Ellie, can you just say this is ELIE SECKBACH for iFILM London?
This is ELIE SECKBACH for iFILM London in Vegas. I'm ELIE SECKBACH reporting. And you can follow me on Twitter at SECKBACH. And you can follow Coogan Cassius on Twitter at Coogan Cassius.
Thank you very much.
Three.